Hello.
Hey! Good morning! Hello, everybody.
I feel like my restream's not working.
Oh no, not again. I just booted mine up.
Let me just...
Oh, you're kidding me! Oh, it happens every time.
Yeah, I know.
We got that midnight playing. Oh no, this is FM 84. My bad.
FM 84.
Wow, things are very slow. Look, my restream is still trying to open.
Oh,
Faster, faster.
Come on.
Cool. It's open. It's alive!
It felt like I left restream open from yesterday and it was like, oh, I'm still kind of around, but I'm not truly around.
The remnants.
So let's open it up again. I have to sort of install it every time now, weirdly. I don't know.
So I am...
I don't know why.
I don't know why. I'm doing myself some book cover for book 2 of Flynn.
You are?
I am.
Oh.
Because we want to announce it, that it's happening.
Thought Bubble this weekend.
Yeah. We sure do.
Cool, cool.
So I was gonna get like some little postcards or something printed of it, so that we could give them to people and be like, hey, it might not be here this year, but it's coming out next year.
That's a good call. We might need to put a little bit more additional information.
Yeah, I think so.
Card. Do you reckon we should put the information over the cover or baked in a little bit at the bottom or something for the info?
I'm not sure. I think I need to figure out where to put it. It's one of the things I'd like to do this morning. You know?
Yeah.
But I was noticing when you were colouring it yesterday that there was a bit of derpy drawing on here, and I was like, I can fix that, and I should fix it. So I'm gonna fix it.
You gotta fix it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So I will show you guys where I see the problems so that you can see what it is that I'm seeing and trying to fix. Come on, Photoshop, please work.
Annoying thing a little bit about the font I've chosen is there's no font for the numbers. So I don't know whether I should be like Sketchbook 01 or just be like, right, it might be Sketchbook. I think just Sketchbook. I'm not really thinking of doing more than one of these in the immediate future.
Really?
More than one sketchbook?
Yeah.
I don't want to be like Sketchbook 1. Just, I can put Sketchbook 2 on the next one.
Okay. Are you saying that after this book you're probably not going to do any more Bare Naked Ladies?
No, I'm not saying that. I just mean I didn't plan on there being a sketchbook series.
Okay. What were you going to do with them all?
I was thinking more of a bigger form book, probably.
Okay, I see. Fair enough. So, my problem as it currently stands is that I think her arm is weirdly long. I think the forearm is short compared to her upper arm.
Oh, okay.
Like, if the shoulder is up here, then it probably starts about here. And that means I think this bit is weirdly long compared to this bit.
I can see what you mean there, yeah.
So, I was going to bring this shoulder down a little bit. Probably to probably bring that shoulder down. And have something more like this.
Okay.
Probably something more like that.
Okay. Hey Sunny, hey Hardik, hey Alan.
I see. I'm just seeing if there's other things I could do. Oh, and I don't want to flatten it.
Oh. Oh, great.
What is it?
My Wacom tablet stopped working.
Sorry, it's not funny. It's kind of funny a little bit though. Let's see. I'm considering moving the entire thing down. Is this a foolish endeavor? Like if it was like this.
There we go.
Then what would that look like? Hello Aline, Hardik, Stanley, hey guys!
Hello. The raised shoulders made me thought she was very tense and stuff.
Are you telling me that you like them?
No, I'm just. I think they were a nice little character now.
Well, I'm considering keeping them. Makes me feel better. Let's see. If I move this up now. Whoops, I moved the wrong thing. Oh my goodness. It's a very big file, which means that everything I do, every mistake I make takes a long time to play out before I can fix it.
Because your computer is taking so long to...
Yeah, like you just couldn't move something then because of a program error.
Oh, thanks, Aline. Yeah, so... here's my layer comps. This is... I'm just gonna make a back cover. I think I might just make it blank. You reckon?
The back cover.
Yeah.
You could put a little blurb on of what you like. Why?
That's not a bad idea.
Just be like, I thought this would be funny and cool, and the more I started doing them, the more I enjoyed doing them.
That's not a bad idea.
See, I was going to move first slightly to the left anyway. Let's do that. Okay, and now I just have to fix all the stuff I've mucked up, which is fine. Probably this arm should go lower than it goes now. Aw, Aline's like, you are so good at painting bear heads. I don't know if you already saw.
Yeah, thank you. Collection of drawings and paintings of figures of... Oh, I wonder if it's a bit too more on the nose of like of bareheaded women. Like the collection of drawings and paintings of bareheaded women. Yeah, I think of that. To go. Because people might think I'm being metaphorical rather than literal with that.
I think the cover will show them that you're not being just figurative. Figurative. How's it going for you, Aline? Welcome to midway through the week. We made it. Let's see if I make this not symmetrical. And then bring this down. Ba-ba-da-bop.
Just running through the pages so you can see.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's so windy here right now. It's so windy because we're on the top floor. And it's really like blowing a gale out there. It's making everything squeak in the flat. Oh, Hardick's asking if this is going to be on the online store.
Yeah, I think so.
I figure it probably will be. Just because we'll take it to sort of, we'll probably have some left over, but we won't have any way to kind of get off our hands, so we'll probably end up putting the ones we don't manage to sell up online. How many were you thinking of getting, Mike?
I'm not sure, honestly. I think it's about €100 to get 25 of them.
Right.
No, it's 50. It's about. I think it's about. It depends on the page count.
Right. Are you going to have your t-shirt design bear in there?
Oh, it currently isn't.
You should like use it for either completely the back cover, or you should have it as like the interior page or something.
Okay.
Because that's a good. It's a good old bear.
It's a good old bear, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Projects, Bare Naked Ladies.
I'm trying to find some kind of distressed brush I can use for this. Yeah, the Big Bad Wolf is normally a good one. My computer's probably having a little hard time with it though.
If you want, you could scale down that document since we're not getting it.
This is the master version though.
That's true. I mean, yeah.
I can scale it down if you want.
Hey Tobias.
Yo, good morning. See what I mean? It's banging.
Yeah.
There's so much banging upstairs.
One of the doors upstairs isn't open, is it?
Surely not.
Like, I don't know, like force
Why
open
would it
with
be?
the wind, maybe. Do you mind if I go check that?
No, you can go and check. Wait, you make me paranoid now. Come on, Photoshop, you can do it. I believe. I was also going to reduce the neck size a little bit. Let's do that. Hey, good mortals, Noah. Yeah, everyone, tell me how you're doing. I have been listening to the Lord of the Rings audiobooks while I work, which has been really, really nice. It's such a, like, it's exciting as an adventure, but it's also very comforting. The way that it's read, the sound of the man's voice who's reading it, and the way the story is written is so kind of descriptive, and the author obviously loves describing food and comfort so much, you know. Oh, I'm working on the book cover for Girl in the Glen too, because we're announcing that it's coming. I thought we're hoping we'd be able to have it at Thought Bubble this year, but it's been way too busy to be able to get it finished. So we're just dropping the cover and being like, hey everyone, it's coming 2019.
Hey.
How was it?
Yeah, one of the doors was wide open.
No way!
Yeah.
A door blew open.
I think so, yeah.
Was it not closed?
I don't know if it maybe previously wasn't closed. Like, maybe it was like slightly ajar, but it was like...
Is Buffy okay?
She was sitting in the middle of the floor in a bag and stuff, but it was like the balcony was just open. I think she was just like, fuck that.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Thank
usually
goodness.
she would want to go outside, but I guess
Wow,
it's windy. She's like, I'm good.
It's a good job you went upstairs to check.
Yeah.
Jeez. I don't think it had actually blown open.
Yeah, just because it kind of sounded like...
It did sound like something.
Something was being blown around the banging.
Oh, bless you.
Also notice it's a little less windy feeling now.
Now?
It's just a general overall, yeah.
I guess it swells, you know? Like it will die down and rise up again. Well, no, the date is 2019! So, I mean, hopefully sooner in the year rather than later in the year. I still have dreams and aspirations of having 2 books out next year. That's something I'd really like to do. But, yeah. We're just like saying it now because we want to make sure everyone knows it's not just like not going to get finished. This is something that's happening. Just because we're busy doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah. Feels like I'm missing some of the lines ones that I brought in, so let's just check.
Okay, so I've changed up some of the lines to try and make it feel better. I'm still going to lower this shoulder a bit, I think. Just because this feels more comfortable to me in terms of the length of the arm. And that you have to invest in some good bloomers, so that when your skirt just get blown up to the show, at least people get to see your amazing bloomers. The wind seems super angry at everyone today. Did you guys see that there's going to be a live action Avatar, The Last Airbender series on Netflix? They're reimagining it in live action.
Even though it's the original creators getting involved, I'm kind of like, guys, you did it before. It's done. Like, you did it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it again.
I definitely don't see. I don't see why make it again when it was already great. Like, it was, you did it. It was great. You told the story really well. You made an awesome series that I really enjoyed. Like, why go back and do it again with the same story, but just in live action this time? Unless they're gonna like change things up and do things they wanted to in the series but didn't get to, I guess. Like, if there's potential for them to tell it the way they always wanted to tell it but never had the opportunity to. But it definitely seems like, guys, you kind of nailed it. You don't need to go and do the same thing again. You could do a different thing.
Yeah, take your sensibilities and move forward.
You know, it could be another story in that world, or it could just be like a completely new thing.
Yeah.
Like, but I definitely don't feel the need for that world to be any more kind of fleshed out in that story than it was. I thought it was perfect. They nailed it.
Yeah. No worries.
And that's something that I hope is true too. Like, if the original creators are on board, then hopefully that's a good sign. I'm pretty sure those guys know what they're doing.
They're excited about it, so they must be bringing something new.
It's just like they were excited about Korra too. And I'm not saying Korra is bad, but it has pacing issues because of the way that the network handled it. So even though they were still on board and doing their best to make it work, they were constrained by the way that the network wanted to distribute it. And I hope the same thing doesn't happen again with this. Like, they have great creators on board, but they stifle their creators with how the creators have to make it.
Yeah, I don't know how hands off Netflix are.
Nope, me either. Who knows? Time will tell. Because it's happening. There's nothing I can do to stop it happening, so it's happening. So I'll be watching it for sure. Just hope it's really good.
But M. Night Shyamalan's film is already rectified because it was an animated series. You know?
Sorry?
Keith Rice was like, I imagine it would be directed by M. Night Shyamalan's film, but that doesn't mean rectified.
No, it doesn't. The original series is already, like, the source material is already
It's proof.
It's rectified. Like, it's already great. if people want a good version of it, they just have to look for the source material. Like the less that movie is used in this next series, the better. Oh dear, Netflix is known for their pacing, but not good pacing. Oh no. Apparently, unless it's the same story again. So I'm not sure what they can do with the characters. I think it's very tricky to take beloved characters and add stuff to them. Like, without inciting fan annoyance. Because any meaningful change you make to that character is probably going to change the way that people hold that character in their heads. And people have held that character in their heads for like, it's got to be like 10 years now since the series came out.
Yeah.
I mean, remakes are happening all the time. It's not something we can really stop, but I always wonder why people don't just make a new thing. Well, I guess we all know the answer, because it was popular, la-di-da. Yeah. Except Avatar: The Last Airbender series, there's still lots of people I talk to who've never seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I hadn't seen it until I met you.
I mean, there's the people who like it talk very loudly about it, so I guess it must have spread, because I'm constantly recommending it to people. I'm sure everyone else who's seen it is too.
I mean, I can see them trying to bring it to an audience that wouldn't consider watching a cartoon. And that's the main reason I can see them doing it. They want to tell their story to...
I mean, is Avatar: The Last Airbender series on Netflix?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that'd be a good way to make it accessible to people, to a new audience.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know, guys, maybe it will be amazing. And we'll be, holy crap, this is actually better than the original. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's always tricky to cast the characters as live action actors, though. I mean, those guys are going to have an impossible task of acting characters that have already been designed and have voices and specific looks in people's minds.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the characters are already abstractions and exaggerated and over the top because they were animated.
Oh, Tibbs. Oh, Tibbs, I wish you would. You should watch that series. Oh, so much. Yeah. For one thing, Emma, it's definitely more fun to be excited about something than just to what's the word? Dread something coming out. I mean, this is a world and characters I love, so hopefully they'll do more justice, and I'll be like, guys, it's so good, all over again. Noah, I'll fight you. Fisticuffs. Gotti! I can see if they want to explore the world like they haven't before, then it could be very cool. You know, maybe they'll choose really cool actors for it. They've promised that they're not going to whitewash it, so hopefully we'll have actors that we haven't necessarily seen before but are very good from all over the world. And I've got to say, there's a thrill to imagining seeing a live action bar sing Say.
Yeah.
Or a live action water dragon. I mean, obviously those things will be 3D animated, but something which is meant to look very convincingly realistic.
Yeah. IGS. I'm a skeptic.
I know you are, but what's the point?
I recently saw the trailer for the new Mary Poppins.
What?
Yeah.
There's a new Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a Netflix series?
No, it's being made by Disney.
What?
And I saw.
What did you get? Live action remake of the live action classic Mary Poppins?
I just said there's going to be a sequel. I guess it's more of there's going to be a Mary Poppins film.
Oh, like a Poppins 2.
And there's animated sequences, and I was.
Yeah, they were in the original.
Hmm.
Are you saying the animated sequences in the original?
No, I'm saying the animated sequences in the trailer that I saw made me. I wasn't taken with them. Like the background painting, just felt rushed and subpar.
Oh, so it's a sequel though. It's not a remake.
It's not a remake. It's
Okay.
a sequel.
Okay.
There's more animated sequences.
I'm better with that. That's at least it's telling a new story. Maybe maybe the animated sequences will look great when they're in the film itself because it'll have context. You know?
Maybe. Let me just grab the.
Yeah, show me, please. I'm a fan of the original film. It's got a charm to it. It's a very boring film. It's got a charm to it though.
It's a very boring film, did you say?
I didn't realise how boring it was until I tried to make you watch it with me and you fell asleep.
It's not boring.
And I was like, dude, they're like walking on the smoke across the rooftops of London. They're flying now. And you were just like...
We always tend to try to watch it when I was super tired.
You fell asleep through Hoodwinked too.
I fell asleep through The Expanse, and I love the series The Expanse.
How can you fall asleep? Yeah, but The Expanse is very sleepy.
Calming presence, okay?
It's a very sleepy series though, The Expanse. Hoodwinked isn't though. You should all watch Hoodwinked. I'm never gonna let this die. It's a good film.
Dick Van Dyke's in the new film, by the way.
Oh no! Why? I mean, is it literally set 50 years in the future?
I think it's maybe like 10, 15 or 20 years.
Because Dick Van Dyke is much older. Much older.
Yeah, he's got a white beard.
Now.
I think he's not playing the same character.
Okay.
He's playing, the old banker guy with the beard. He might even be playing that character.
I can't believe that character's still alive.
I know, right?
Didn't he die at the end of it? Oh no, he didn't. He was flying a kite. My bad.
So specifically, I think it's the style they're going for. But
Hoodwinked was amazing. Sorry, carry on.
This one specifically caught my eye.
Whoa! They're like trying to recreate the old style.
Mm.
So they're in porcelain. From the correct texture in the background, I can infer.
Alright, maybe that is part of it. Yeah.
It looks bad, but in a good way. Like they didn't polish it all up and make it look amazing for the new one. It's like it's still this derpy carriage, like on top of this obviously cartoonish background, badly green screen.
Yeah, maybe there'll be a charm to it.
Yeah. Can I see it in motion? You should bring it onto your screen so people can see it. See what you're talking about.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh my god, it's actually called Mary Poppins Returns.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious. Revenge of Mary Poppins.
Let's see, move that specific tab over here.
Oh, they do look extremely clean though, which is a bit weird.
Yeah.
Why do people always look so clean in Disney movies?
I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Like, this is Victorian London.
There you go.
Okay. No, I am completely taken with the animated sequences. The things I don't like the look of is the live action. Okay, no, that's great. Yeah. No, that's great. Yes. Yes.
There you go.
Oh gosh. Well, okay. She's an interesting choice for Mary Poppins.
Emily Blunt.
Yeah. She's not quite got the stern pointedness that Mary had.
You never heard her and stuff.
That's true.
Someone there was a tweet where someone was doing like a series of films, and one person likened it to Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah.
The Mary and the Poppins.
I don't. They always make it look so warm, inviting, cozy, and clean. Every time they do like live action stuff, it's like too cosmetic and staged.
Yeah.
Like they need some dirt and scuffs on them, as far as I'm concerned. Like they literally look like they're from Desperate Housewives or something. It's that same kind of quaint suburbia, clean pristineness.
Yeah. As Noah says, why can't people be smudged in their own poop in the year 2018?
I didn't say that, but I wish I did. Just my opinion. But I'm actually on board with a lot of stuff that I saw in that trailer. And now I'm pretty excited for Mary Poppins too. Mary Poppins!
Wait, do you think various Disney executives were watching Guardians 2 and just decided that was enough of a reason? Enough of a reason of what?
For a sequel? I don't know.
Oh, I get it.
Go on.
It's a character, Yolando, the guy with the whistle thing. There's a point in the film where he's like floating and he's got like things. He goes, "I'm Mary Poppins." And Disney were like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, I remember that. Let's remake it. Well, to be fair, it's not a remake, it's a sequel, which is one of the reasons I'm more on board with it. Like, thank you for not remaking the same thing again.
The thing I don't like about sequels that are
here we go.
That are so far that are so long to come is everyone in the production, including the characters and the script and everything, is self-aware.
Oh. Well, it doesn't have to be if you don't write it that way.
Well, in the trailer, there's actual dialogue things of like, what are you doing here? And it's like, for the same reason I came before, to look after the Banks children. Because there's no Banks children.
There's other Banks grandchildren now, is that good?
Yeah. And it's sort of
Did
like...
they write a note to her?
Isn't my same issue with like the not the latest Star Wars film, but the one before, The Force Awakens, where when they introduce characters that are from the previous trilogies, they frame it and they film it in a way that plays into the nostalgia, that like leans into it. There's a point where Han Solo and Chewie like turn up, and it's like, what? And you're like,
come on.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. But if this was just any other character, you wouldn't give them this amount of reverence. Like, I'm taken out of the movie because I realize you're showing me Han Solo. Or, like, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a cool entrance, as far as I remember. It's just he kind of ran into the room and stopped and looked around.
I think they shoot themselves in the foot when they're looking for ways to call back to or reveal characters rather than focusing on the story they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
Story should always be king. Story should always come first. You should always be writing for the story, not for the audience. That's something that our flatmate was talking to us about yesterday, is audience demand versus story, and how sometimes the audience will want things that don't necessarily work with the story, and how you should write for the story first.
Yeah.
Because if you give them a good story, they'll enjoy it. If you just give them what they want, if you don't do it exactly right, then you'll be shooting yourself in the foot anyway. Might as well give them something new that they're going to enjoy. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. It was put much better than I just put it.
I think it was along the lines of write for the story.
Yeah. Don't write for nostalgia. Like, write because you have something to say right now. And this story is the best way to do it.
The Last Jedi was great. The Force Awakens was just a ton of fan service and references.
Oh.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen The Last Jedi, but I'm very intrigued by it because I've heard many people saying that it was awful, and I've heard many people saying no, it was really good, it just didn't pander to people.
Alright.
Which makes me very interested to see it. Like, apparently it's earnest in what it's saying. Like, the message it's trying to deliver is about the story.
That's cool. I'd be interested in seeing it. So this is another page.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of decisions are fueled by the money rather than from the need to tell people a good story, which is a real shame. Like, do you remember how many classic films were made when filmmaking was still a fairly new art?
Yeah.
Like, people back in like the 70s to the 80s were getting like a blockbuster film almost every time a film came out. Like, there's so many amazing classic films.
You have to remember, those are the ones we remember. There's probably a lot of gaff as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You told me to include one. It was. I'm sure it's in here.
Include
the T-shirt design one.
Yeah, you've got to have that somewhere. I mean, you were working on it, the T-shirt design.
There we go. That's the one.
I think people often know what they want, but they don't necessarily know what they need. Or they know what they want, but they overlook other things they'd enjoy.
Your role as a storyteller isn't to give people what they want.
No.
Because if you gave someone exactly what they wanted, it wouldn't be unexpected.
Exactly. I don't know. Like, one of the examples Declan was giving yesterday is, it's like if you ask people what they want, then, like, if you ask a kid what they want to eat, they'll say ice cream. And you might be like, well, maybe you should have, like, a proper meal first. And they'll be like, no, I want ice cream. So you give them ice cream and you're like, okay, now what do you want? They're like, I want more ice cream. And it's like, that doesn't make a good story to keep having the same thing over and over and over again. If you manage to convince someone to have something different and you're like, hey, look, no, these chicken wings are really good. I know you want ice cream, but try these chicken wings, they're really good. Then they might try them and really like them, but then every single time you ask them what they want from then on, it's going to be chicken wings. Like, you have to be brave enough to do the new. And sometimes the audience isn't the best dictator of what you should be doing next.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just.
We just give this a save.
Let's see. Tib says. The Last Jedi was, in quotes, awful because there was a female character that didn't let the man, in capitals, who just allowed hundreds of their own to die, to be a hero when she had a plan to save everyone. I'm
going to read it because I didn't understand exactly what you said there.
I don't know what that's referring to.
What do you mean what it's referring to? Do you mean because you haven't seen the movie or because you didn't understand what she was saying?
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what point that's referring to.
I haven't seen the movie either, but I understand what she's saying. I guess people hate it for a variety of reasons. Like, both because of what Tibbs said and because they wanted their Star Wars film to pander to them more. And because I think the message was an interesting one from what I hear.
Like the theme of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
The armature. By the way,
yes, that thing.
I'll drop it into the peg bar, but I recently discovered that one of the best storytellers, well, what I believe is one of the best storytellers, has a podcast. He's someone who I look to for story advice all the time. He's one of my favourite teachers of story, and I learned a lot of the stuff that I try to use from him. But yeah, he has a podcast on YouTube and has explained a lot of the stuff that he's taken lectures on before on there, so I'll link it to you guys so you can see it. But yeah, that's a term that he uses, is armature, meaning the theme of your movie. The theme being a statement that can be proven or disproven, that your piece is an argument centered around, and your characters offer varying perspectives on.
Do you think these pencil sketches are worth putting in?
Show me them.
Is this one?
I think they're nice. Yeah.
And there's also this one.
I think these are nice. I think you should put them in.
Okay.
If you were to ask me, then that's what I'd say. This discussion makes me want to see it even more.
Yeah.
Internet win. I'm just waiting to see what else happens in the chat because I'm invested in this discussion. I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna know why Luke wasn't a hero.
So just saying, That's Tiz's opinion as to why the movie is truly hated. But she doesn't want to go into more detail because we've not seen the movie, which is fair.
I'd actually like to ask you guys a question that I think is interesting, which is, what do you guys think the theme is of Star Wars, the first movie?
A New Hope.
Mhm.
Okay.
What do you think the theme is? Again, the theme being a statement that the movie, like the point of the movie, what the movie is trying to tell you, the message, the real story, the statement that can be proved true or false. Or rather, maybe the opinion that you can have different perspectives on. Do you have any guesses, Mike?
I'm thinking about it.
And remember, I'm just talking about that one movie. And in that one movie, the reveal hasn't happened yet. I know it's difficult to think of it in isolation.
Yeah, like boiling it down.
It's just interesting because it's something, like I said, when I was listening to this podcast, they were talking about Star Wars.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and Brian brought up, well, what do you think the theme of Star Wars is? And both Brian and the person who was talking to on the podcast had different opinions on what the theme was, so I'm just interested to hear what other people think the theme is, because obviously it's a point of some contention.
It'd be interesting in what both of their thoughts on the theme were.
Well, that's interesting, Sarah. So Sarah said the power to enact change. I can see that. The person that Brian was talking to thought that it was a story about family, to which Brian had to remind him that the reveal hadn't happened yet. Brian felt like it was about trusting the feelings because of the way that Luke eventually triumphs.
Use the Force.
Yeah, use the Force. Take your hands off the controls. Stop using the equipment. Just trust yourself. Brian was like, well, since that's the way he defeated, the ultimate obstacle in this story, that has to be what the theme is. Because otherwise, why would he defeat the obstacle that way? And then trying to trace that back through the story is really interesting. That's something I'd really like to do, is to look back through Star Wars' story and be like, okay, let's see how deliberately this theme was sewn into everything. Because the fact that there's some contention around what the theme is makes me wonder if the theme was very well done in that film.
Well, I think there's like documentaries about A New Hope where it's said that the film was saved in the editing stage. A lot of stuff was moved around, recut, rejigged, and I think somewhere in all of that they struck lightning in a way, like not unintentionally.
That's why I'd be interested though, because if the theme isn't strong running through it, then it's even more interesting to me how the film engaged with so many people and became such a classic.
Yeah.
Because to me, I've always been taught theme is the most important thing. So a case where the story does very well despite not having a clear theme is something worth looking at to see how it's doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
But it might have a clear theme. I still have to look through it and check it and be like, okay, can I trace this theme back all the way through? Does it make sense of everything?
There is a clear pattern in.
Is Luke someone who at the beginning needs to trust his feelings more?
Well, I think
and doesn't?
Luke throughout shirks responsibility for things.
Okay.
A lot.
He runs away.
Kind of, yeah. Like he doesn't want to stay with his adoptive parents. He wants to go and join the pilot thing. Yeah, I don't have a good memory of New Hope.
I'll look at it again. I'll look in detail. Anywho, I should get back to the chat because I think we're having a separate conversation. I want to see what people are talking about. Let's see. This is what you were saying about the movie being changed in the edit.
Oh yeah.
Because Noah was talking about how Luke's actions in the last movie, which I'm assuming is the most recent one, are making up for a lifetime of running away and waiting for a bad thing to happen to clean up his mess. But once he's taken things into his own hands. And Tibbs says, the theme of the first movie is a tricky thing to nail down. It literally hasn't been written yet, the movie changed entirely in the edit. Emma says, you guys saying it doesn't have a theme? No, I'm just saying I'd be interested to know what you guys think it is, because I've heard a few different opinions on why it is, which I think is interesting because normally it's very clear what the theme of a movie is. Good versus evil isn't a theme, though, in terms of my definition of it.
No, not when you say that a theme of some.
It's a statement that you can have different viewpoints on.
Yeah, it's a statement that you can have counter arguments for.
So, for example,
disprove or prove.
A theme would be money maketh the man, or
right, yeah.
Or family is the most important thing, or forgiveness is harder than revenge, or like revenge never pays. Those are all themes. Like, for example, if your theme of your film is revenge never pays, you know, first of all you have to have a character who wants revenge for something. Second of all, they have to get revenge, and thirdly, you have to show that that doesn't pay for them.
Yeah.
And that's how you structure your plot then. So thinking of what the theme of Star Wars is thinking about what message it's trying to give the viewers. What's it trying to say with its characters? Let's see. I mean, don't get me wrong, good versus evil is definitely in there. Like, that's definitely an element to the story, for sure.
I don't think it's as simple as good versus evil, though.
And inner struggle is definitely something, Noah, that I think is important. Like, the whole, you know, dark side of the Force, you have to choose the right way. It's tempting to choose the dark side. That's interesting too. Tibbs is saying that Luke's clothing literally gets darker throughout the movies.
Yeah.
And we know that to be a motif with Star Wars, in that generally the darker the clothes someone wears, the more kind of in the grey area they are between the dark side and the light side.
Yeah. He's literally kind of following in the footsteps of his father.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Noah says a hero needs to be tempted in earnest in order to truly be a hero. So it's not fall, he does not rise. That's true. You need to have your character hit the lowest point and come back from that.
There's impatience that runs through his character as well.
I'm trying to remember like where these elements come from in the story. Like, every character has to go through their own personal hell. You have a character who doesn't like being on stage, you have to throw them on stage. Like, if that's the point of your story, it's something about overcoming your fears, and you have a character who's scared of going on stage, you have to at some point throw them on stage. You have to put them through hell.
Yeah. But yeah, I would see the argument that Luke isn't really all that virtuous. like he initially sees the message from the princess and wants to save her. But I think that's because he's attracted to her.
Because she's hot.
Yeah.
And at that point, she's not his sister.
Doesn't like, and initially he's just like, oh, it's a princess, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
I think so.
And goes to discover that his farm was burning down because he wasn't there.
Yeah, it's like, Luke, for goodness sake. Okay, so I think I've made the changes I wanted to this.
Well, it wasn't because he wasn't there, but like,
no,
they were there because of the droids, I think.
I want to save a hat. I want to save a very hat. Yeah, that's true. All Might is what Brian would call an angel from the sky character. That is, like E.T., a character who doesn't make mistakes or do bad things. He's like kind of a Mary Sue, but he just comes into the world and changes people's outlooks.
Oh, which character is that?
An angel from the sky character. So the example that Noah was using was All Might. He's a character who comes in and changes people's opinions for the better.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like what's that? Paddington Bear comes into the family's life and he changes their perspective.
Yeah.
And when he eventually leaves, if he does leave, then they are better people for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just like E.T. comes down and changes the life of that family and that little boy, and they're better for it when he leaves.
God damn it, E.T.
God damn it, E.T.
Stop getting involved in family affairs. Let them work it out like any usual family would. I like that you can see the ghost of a Joe in this drawing because he was in the page.
Oh, really?
Ghost of a Joe.
Ghost of a Joe.
I think I drew these while I was in Japan.
Oh, Sarah likes a little running pig friend.
Thanks. My name is Pigu, or that one's Hoggy.
See, it doesn't quite... I could shift her over a little bit. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I guess for different types of heroes. I don't know. I also want to watch Star Wars again and figure out some stuff with that movie.
But yeah, I think Star Wars has definitely emotionally affected a lot of people.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the original trilogy until I was like 21, 22. So it wasn't my childhood.
Wow. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put all the information on this. It's difficult. Let me undo my nudge.
Undo your nudge.
Undo my nudge. Yo, undo my nudge.
She undid her nudge.
I did it, yo. Undid my nudge. Yo, girl, I heard you undid your nudge. I want to put the title somewhere, and also that it's coming out sometime. I feel like coming out sometime is probably a good thing to put down here. undid my nudge. Undid my nudge.
Nudge.
See.
I wonder why these are smaller. They came in larger. Because it tells me that it's at like scale to 32% of the original. But that's clearly wrong.
Hello, effects. I definitely prefer the original films to the I guess you'd call them sequels, although they're prequels. Book 2
Wait,
coming
which ones are you talking about now?
2019 Star Wars.
Well, they're now prequels and sequels.
Oh my god. The sequels in terms of when they were made, rather than the actual story content.
Well, if you want to say that, then they're all sequels.
Yeah, but there's a big gap between the first 3.
And there was a big gap between the next 3, and there was a
yes, fine. Okay, fine. Everything apart from the original 3.
Okay.
Except I don't want to say that.
Okay.
There was definitely a second wave of them. But I don't want to say that because the editing and the cutting and the direction in the latest couple have been very reminiscent of the first 3.
Right.
And felt much more on tone of that. So I don't know, how do you want me to say I like that tone better than the tone of the 3 in the middle?
You can say you didn't like the prequels as much as you liked the original and the sequels.
Were there no sequels in those? Those what I'm referring to. Were they all prequels?
They're all prequels.
And there are no prequels that have good editing?
The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi happen after Return of the Jedi.
Yes, but those are all just titles with the word Jedi in them. I'm not 100% sure which of the 10 films that might be.
Okay.
Like, forgive me for getting a Return of the Jedi mixed up with the Jedi's Revenge, mixed up with the Sith Comes Home, mixed up with
Fair enough. I'm sorry
the
that
Jedi Rise Again.
The actual titles made it more confusing for you. I'm not sure I can help at this point.
It does. How about Star Wars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Okay.
Except even that doesn't help.
Okay, so you like 4, 5, and 6, and the editing of 7, and you haven't seen 8.
Yeah.
And you're not keen on 1, 2, 3. Fine, numbers, good. I'm with
That's good. Okay, we can do this. We can have this discussion.
Episode 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Oh, hello. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Were you sheltering from the storm, pussycat?
Pussycat. You can come and hang out with us. Ain't no storm here. Should I give it a glow or would that be tacky? Oh, it's not. Well, it is a bit tacky actually. Very, very subtle. The Jedi party until the Sith comes home. The Sith makes a cup of tea. That's my favourite one. Is there anything else you guys think I should put on this? I mean, other than putting the title in a sensible place. You know, other than that. It's going to be a little flyer for book 2 of The Girl and Diglin. The Girl and Diglin. Hey, I remember that story. That's the one you was working on before you got so much of the stuff on. Whoa.
Arranging things is hard.
Why do you have like the thing in the background?
Because I haven't switched it off.
It's probably making it harder for you to see because there's so much visual noise. You want to be able to see that negative space.
I could tell because there was this color shift.
See, or find book one at. That's a good idea. I could put a Patreon or something on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, Dick, you're so good at this kind of stuff.
Oh, you're going with the top left title.
Well, I'm just not sure because if I put it here, then it's difficult to find a place to put the rest of the information.
Yeah, that's true.
I could just put book 2 2019, but it felt like the space at the bottom was the best place to put text.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys have suggestions for other ways to lay this out, let me know.
Put a giant tube and then a really small coming soon. Could you imagine handing this to people? Oh, have you got book 2? Oh yeah, here you go. And they're like, this is very thin.
We will have is it patreon.com/Doig?
Or it's like, put a definite date so you cannot lie to us and play with our feelings.
Oh man, but what if I miss it? Like hopefully early next year.
I see a girl, but I don't see a glim, unless the glim is a book.
The glim is now a book. What a twist!
Oh man, you make me laugh.
Oh, you make me laugh. I walk it off. I walk it off. I walk it off. I walk it off. I walk it off.
Your old lady voice tickles my heart.
Oh!
Oh man.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, holla, get dollar.
Holla, holla, holla. Hello. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, holla. Okay. Yes, you should go with OTF, but all I'm doing is like singing nonsense. And this should probably be black, I'm guessing. It definitely looks like white is blending too much into the background. Too much. Make it look. Okay. Does that help? No, not really. Of course, I can always just put this over to Mike and then it's his problem.
I'm busy in there.
Then it's his problem. And I don't have to deal with it anymore.
I mean, this makes a more sensical arrangement, but her feet are cut off.
Yeah, she needs to be at the bottom.
Yeah.
You've got to face it.
No.
Stop running away.
Chop her feet off.
Yeah. You just gotta do it. Chop her feet off.
I can put this on. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Maybe, Mike, you don't want to have all three on one page. Well, that works.
Yeah.
If you don't mind having them very close to the bleed. Croissant.
I don't know. I like the way that they sat together. It felt nice.
Blitz every day. 'Cause it's the only thing. What do you guys think? Do you like the book cover? I am just fishing for compliments. Like, the correct answer is yes.
I like the color.
I'm gonna send it over to you in a sec.
We had some color options, which we should get some opinions and thoughts on.
That's true. Yeah, we did. We couldn't decide which colours to use, and we'd love your opinions. That's true, lots of people do it in the Oakley Academy. It's something Chris encourages people to do. He's like, buy a skull, draw it every day. But he's crazy.
He's crazy. Okay, crap, I need to NDA so that my recent files list doesn't be like,
Let's every day.
File, open recent.
I recognize these guys.
Oh, what do you mean fine?
Ah, thank you, Music Box. I'm left. Bah! You can take the full screen if you want for a minute, Mike, if you want to show people colour stuff.
Okay. Doig. There you go. So, okay. These are some initial. Did you just say, oh, Aline being like, it's not?
Yeah.
That's mean, Aline.
Aw.
I just put a lot of work into this.
Well, I mean, I have, but I did have to do it fairly quick.
So there's this group of colors. These are similar to what India was working on. So let's name these.
For me, it's a horrible description.
2, 3, 4, and then there's. Let's call this like the 3 sheets.
Well, how about if you just get people to choose a favourite off each sheet and then compete the favourites like a tournament?
It's gonna take too long.
Okay, that's fair.
So this is sheet A. And then there's sheet B. These ones. And then there's sheet C. These ones. Probably easier if I show them all at once. So let me
Yes.
do that.
I think so, because then people can compare.
Compare and contrast. So.
You guys are basically deciding what the next Glim book cover is going to be, so this is important, yo. Our suggestions welcome also for other colour combos or just the ones we have. Tips is like 3A, 3A, 3A. So many 3A votes.
3A is the original colors, by the way. Take that as you will.
Take that as a compliment. Whoa, so windy! Hey! Puppy!
So yeah.
Aha!
3A.
So are you going to label them from top
I,
across down now?
I guess we could do that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay, just the wind. Okay. We got you.
Cutting off the top. Not cool. There we go.
What's happening with the grumps if I'm working on this? What do you mean?
Are you just not? Okay, let me see.
What do you mean?
Buffy Cat might be covering your screen. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's a good idea. Sarah said to get the first cover next to them.
I was about to hold up the physical copy.
Here you are, guys.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point.
Oh no, I didn't finish the variations. It's just that these things have to be sent off to print by 11 o'clock today, like 11 AM. So I had to like finish making the changes I wanted. And now I'm back, literally working on variations now.
Let's find the cover. Come on, the cover website. Yay!
The cover, under the cover. Are you my brother? Oh yeah.
You'd think it'd have a like active resource for the cover saved somewhere, but apparently I don't.
Do you not even have like an image of it?
I thought I did.
Can you not just like pull up our website?
Yeah, I could just pull up the website, right?
Yeah. You sure could.
Let me do that.
That's weird though. I would think that you would just have the TIFF lying around somewhere.
Well, yeah, I can open the TIFF for sure.
Well, why not do that?
Why not indeed? Because I'm bad.
I don't understand. If you open the massive Photoshop file, it's just going to make everything slower.
I wasn't looking for the photo. I was just looking for a JPEG. Literally just looking for a JPEG.
Looking for a JPEG, getting all the money, paying all the PNGs. Ah, that's interesting, sir. You find Aaron harder to draw than Dan. It's like the opposite for me. I find Aaron easier to draw than Dan. I don't know, I just feel like he's easier to caricature somehow, which is obviously the opposite to how you feel. A boy slim and thick skinny legend got me quaking. That was the most awesome comment.
There we go.
Did YouTube add a friend mechanic? No way. YouTube's been doing some weird stuff. Do you guys see that thing it's doing now where you can like follow a channel, but it's a thing where you subscribe to the channel by paying a certain amount every month, and you'll get perks from the channel that you wouldn't have got otherwise. It's like if you follow, I don't know if Game Grumps are doing it, but Game Grumps, for example, now you'll get this video early and behind the scenes stuff that no one else will see. Like, it's starting to almost adopt a Patreon type model.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to do this sponsor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically Patreoning up YouTube because people are jumping off YouTube to set up Patreons and they want to. So yeah, there's the freaking I'm in the wrong. Let me just.
Yeah.
There we go.
YouTube's trying to be everything to everyone, which will never end well. Sorry, YouTube. I know we're streaming on you right now, but honestly, trying to be everything to everyone, not a good plan. You should just focus on doing the one thing that you do well, really, really well. Because you've been screwing over people lately.
Google almost bought Twitch. Wow, no.
They should have. They might have made it better.
Google on YouTube.
Never mind. That would be weird. They'd own two competing platforms.
It only got stopped because of monopoly laws. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that they owned like all the major streaming services, and people were like, "Wait, no, you can't own all of the same type of this one thing."
So yeah, India, there's all of them at a glance.
Can you scale the Glim cover so it's the same scale?
They're all Glim covers, India.
Communication is made so difficult for no reason.
I knew what you meant.
I know you did.
I'm just being an asshole.
I know you are.
Midge's head is so big.
I know. But there's not much I can fix about that right now.
No, I just mean like she is scaled up in comparison to what's her face?
Mm-hmm.
Emily. Cynthia.
Why are you so sassy today?
Because I've only slept for about an hour and a half.
And whose fault is that? Is it my fault?
It's not your fault.
Is it my problem?
That's probably why when the alarm went off at 7 and you were like, well, why didn't you get up or wake up? It's because I was fucking tired.
Oh, you found an excuse now, I see.
I found a reason. I was too asleep to give you one at the time.
Uh-huh.
Guess why?
Because I'm the only one who cares about the stream.
No, because
yeah,
I was
said it.
tired. Sarah Casey says maybe the top right one.
Okay. What about all y'all? What do you guys think?
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Which one is grabbing you?
Which one do you like? Aw, thanks, Sarah. No one says nothing to fix. Midge is Midge. When the final cover comes out, I might do a bit of tweaking and scaling to Sylvia to try and make the two tie together a bit better. Harley likes 11.
That's cool.
Aline likes 4 and 11.
4 and 11. Okay.
So that's I think Sarah liked 4 as well.
User box says 4 and 8. Top right and bottom left. Yes, it's these two.
Okay. Which one's 8? Okay. So 8 is the one just underneath the top one as well. Second to top, centre left, so that'll be the one next to the purple one, like the more pinkish one.
That one.
I think so.
Gotcha. I'd be interested to see what the top right one looked like with the blue. With more blue. And
Oh, the
green.
lighter blue.
Yeah. I do like the green that you chose though.
But that isn't the green I chose anyway.
True. True.
So, like, that's more of a blue.
Okay.
What do you think, Mike?
Personally, my top 3 would be 4, 11, and 5.
Okay. 4 does seem to be a consistently pulled out one by others as well.
Yeah. When you look at this page, which ones does your eye go to?
I think it does go to the yellow ones because they're the brightest. Like, they have the most contrast. Apart from the super dark one.
Yeah.
I think 4 goes better with the first volume.
Okay.
See you, Noah.
See you, no one.
Thanks for hanging out.
No one, no one, no one, no.
Have a good day. See you soon. Ooh. Eileen says it'd be cool in the 3rd volume if the rim light came from the right side of the cover. I could do that. Can anyone guess what the 3rd cover will be? I feel like it's kind of obvious now that I've kind of set up the formula.
It's not obvious, sure.
The big question is, what's the 4th cover going to be?
Someone lying on the ground, lit from above.
No cover.
No cover. It's just page 1. Bold.
It's my face.
Buy me. Try to rein in your satisfaction. Hardly saying Nicholas, obviously.
Actually, you know, I could use Nicholas for a cover.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. I could do that. Do that. It's better than what I currently had in my head, which was like the Glim. Nicholas is good, and then for the 5th one, I can have a group or something.
Yeah, I think that would be symbolic. I also think there's going to be more than 5 books.
You think there's more than 5 books?
Yeah.
I think you'll find that depends how long I make each book. I can make it 1 book if I want. It's just going to be a really big book.
No, don't make it 1 book. Imagine shipping that.
I believe you ordered a brick.
A brick to the face.
Brick-a-brack. Jove will be book 3. But I think Nicholas is a good shout for book 4.
And I think I kind of already sort of know the colours I want for book 3, so it's...
Yeah, I know the colours I want for book 3.
Oh.
Well, we probably want the same ones.
Yeah, I just want, like...
Orange and blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just depends which way around we want them, really.
Because if it's, like, that, then it might be too similar to that.
It might be best to have Joe more of an orange colour. You know? Because it makes him look slightly more threatening that way. And this is the book where he murders everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Da da da. I do remember Goblet of Fire. It's true. I also felt the same. I remember getting that on Christmas.
I'm sure there's a Paper Girls. I think Ali might be. No! Ilya! No!
What? Why? Why? About what? Oh, about Joe murdering everyone. Yeah, that's the true ending.
You have to read it in a certain way.
That's the ending if you run out of money and I can't afford to do any more books.
Support our Patreon to avoid the true ending.
That's such a lie.
Such a look. I'm. Oh no. Don't even spoilers. Don't even joke about it.
Don't even fib about it. Don't even joke yourself.
Because you're gonna have to put on Joe's smile, right? So he's gonna be like grinning here.
Yeah. Well, he will be if he's orange.
He'll be grinning if he's orange.
Yeah, I might change his expression if he's blue.
Oh, okay.
But I think we should do him orange. What?
It's just because of.
Because you've literally done him blue.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying I might, and I might not as well. You know.
Yeah. No, I know the similar stuff. Yeah, maybe he do.
Symbol. It's not really all that symbolic. So what does Sylvia in book 2 mean?
Nothing.
I'm not telling you.
You're so evil. Give me more tolerance.
I refuse to give you any more tolerance. You already get more than you deserve.
You're so mean.
I'm sorry. I love you. Ah, fine, I don't. Stupid. Got a stupid face and a stupid head, but the face is on. Oh my god, it's Paul! Hey Paul, how are you doing? Are you coming to Thoughtful?
So, yeah, like, these might not be the actual orange and blue, but that's... I feel like in a way, if it was blue and orange, it would look similar to the first book. And if it was orange and blue, it would look similar to the second book. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Warm, cold, cold, warm.
What if you
What if I made it neither blue nor orange?
What if you made the blue lighter?
The lighter blue.
At the minute, they're both kind of mid-tones.
Okay.
But
no.
so far we have
The
first book is light and dark, second book is dark and light, third book we could go light and dark again. Or dark and light again. If we go dark and light, then it would make it more different to the first book. Is what I'm thinking.
That's not what I meant to do. So like that.
Yeah, and then you'd have to make the orange like a little bit darker.
Darken your oranges.
Ha. Sarah says, Doig, you sound like you say book a similar way to me, and it's wonderful.
Are you Scottish?
Say book.
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 Make a new color. Fuck you, Tibbs.
Tibbs is right. I look over and see what you're doing. I'm like, oh. Tibbs is right.
I meant that more like she meant it as an invent another color that doesn't exist in the spectrum. Not that I picked a bad color because I obviously freaking have. But
that's fair, Paul. Paul's going to be too busy prepping for CTN. But that's awesome. You're going to CTN.
Finally.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, have you went before?
I think Paul has been before, haven't you?
Oh wow.
But not when we've been there.
We'll
You're avoiding us.
Never go back. There we go. Well, see, this is what a light orange and a light.
Why are you using such horrible colours?
I'm not.
Come on now, Mike. You're better than this.
I'm not. They're not horrible. They're not horrible.
No, they're not horrible.
They were horrible. These are less horrible.
They are less horrible.
Maybe I just need to use the like slider.
That's awesome! Hey Paul, congratulations! Paul's a designer and Mr. Bean animated. Yeah! All your hard work paid off.
Sarah's a Geordie. I see.
That's so cool.
You really?
Is it fun?
I can't do a Geordie accent apparently.
Mr. Bean, that's a good quality series to work on there. A nice chocolatey brownie. I feel like brown would be more of Nichols' colour, to be honest. Oh my gosh! I know what I'm doing for the final book. It should be grayscale cover.
Oh no.
What do you mean no? It's perfect.
What will I do?
You'll choose tones of grey. The entire inside is going to be grey.
I don't need it anymore.
I've ascended. Oh my goodness, this wind! My desk is shaking. You gotta find a way to make it not like the first cover.
I do not like the first cover.
I mean, maybe you can make some good choices about Sylvia's cover, knowing what Villager's cover is going to be.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do, but it's a lot to do. To decide two covers instead of just one cover.
Yeah, I'd say we should steer clear of Sylvia being too blue, to be sure. Green is more where it's at.
Yeah, well, she is green. She's more green than she is blue here.
I think we see colours differently. It's one thing I keep seeing. Like, I call orange what Mike calls yellow, and I call red what Mike calls pink, I think, or something.
Like,
yeah,
it's right in the middle.
Just go completely overboard with cover 4 and have it completely different.
But there's like way more blue above it than there is green. More green. More green.
No one knows.
I don't think the yellow would work quite as well against this tone of green as well.
Everyone sees colours a bit differently, says Music Box. Oh god. I can see that being a real thing.
I can hear a rainbow.
Don't worry, that's just the foundations of the flat creaking.
There's a really shitty case where it's more green than a previous green.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Why don't you try doing Job yellowy orange?
Yellowy orange.
Mm-hmm. With the background being blue.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what pattern I should do for the background of Joe's as well.
Musical notes. I know.
Yeah?
Sound waves.
Sound waves isn't a bad idea. I thought I was being Mitch reaching out of a TV screen, grabbing a child's arm with her eyes facing different directions as a homage to Sonic. Oh my god, yes. I love that cover so much. For anyone who doesn't know, you can see that Sonic the Hedgehog comic cover if you do a Google search. It's amazing. It's the best. It's a miracle. I will gladly send you my wind, Hardick.
So yeah, I'm not sure about the yellow.
I will put it in an envelope. I'm not sure about the yellow, that's fair. I was just thinking that Sylvia's interior colour is similar to Midge's background colour. So you could make Joe's interior colour similar to Sylvia's background colour.
I see what you mean, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Picking up what I'm putting down. Like, I'm not saying you go full yellow with it, I'm just saying you make it slightly more like that. Ah, see you, Paul. Thanks for swinging by and dropping in.
Thank you.
I hope we get to see you again soon.
Maybe you can have maybe you could do a variant cover for the third book, where you have a version that is this one, and you have a version that is this one, and you do a different drawing.
Oh man, that'd be really cool, but I don't know if we'd be able to afford to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how much that would be a volley for Richard. It might only be like a little bit extra, because the interior is the same.
Yeah.
Just an idea. Anyway, okay. I'm going to save this file. I'm going to NDA just in case. I don't have NDA here, but I'll go back to dual streaming.
Cool.
And then...
Thank you guys for all the help. You're gonna get a haircut for football. What you getting?
Oh, you're gonna be at football. That's cool.
I was thinking of getting a trim for football, but I probably won't have time.
Not unless you get it in Leeds.
Get it in Leeds.
Yeah.
the day before football.
Yeah. Which is risky biscuits.
Yeah, I'd rather go to people who did it the first time because hopefully they'll know what I had, and I'll be like, just trim it, keep it the same.
Wasn't it quite expensive? I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but I was hoping that, like, since I've got it cut into that style now, I could just go and say, can I trim?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't need to pay to get the hairstyle again. Hopefully, I just have to pay for them to trim an equal part of all parts of my hair.
I'm not.
I don't know how it works.
Not sure, because they would still need to make sure that it's styled into that. Like, your hair might not have grown like
evenly.
Yeah, and they can't just be like, okay, I'll take 2 inches off all of your hair, because they have to brush it into certain ways and everything.
I don't have to brush into certain ways. I mean, it's just there. It's just like the back is shorter than the front.
Okay.
I don't know how hairdressing works. If anyone's a hairdresser, tell me.
I also do not know how hairdressing works.
Ooh, what are you cosplaying as, Music Box? Sorry to delay you when you said you were about to go, and now we're like, oh, tell us about this and that.
Tell us your life story.
I do want to know what you're cosplaying as.
Can you keep it as a surprise? Yes.
Yes.
We may.
Of course we can.
We can't force nothing out.
We can't make you talk. Oh, Sarah, that's so cool. I will ignore the Freudian slip. That's really cool, though. Thank you. Ah, see you, Music Box. Good luck with the haircut. I hope it's awesome. See you, Hardick. Give Max a pet. A mighty pet.
Bye, Hardick.
You also have a great day. And I know it's gonna be a lovely day. Gonna be. Looking nice, Mike.
Yeah, you like that arrangement?
Yeah.
Cool. I just changed it and changed it back, and you turned around and said looking nice, and I changed it back, so I know which one to go with.
Oh, I haven't seen the other one.
I
just looked over and thought it looked good.
It's fine. I might take out this page. Yeah. I feel like this one could maybe go with another one.
Yeah, it does feel like since the legs are cut off, it belongs lower down.
Yeah. I feel like there was another. Maybe it could go on this page. I'll just put it here, shall I?
Yeah, perfect. They know the snide belongs to the others.
Oh shit. Oh shit. This one's not a smart object, so I shouldn't be what I was thinking.
Whee! Eyebrow! Made it too thick. Aaron isn't exactly known for his thick eyebrows. We try and shape them a little bit. Boop-a-doop. Ah! Sometimes I really hate the lines in Toon Boom. It's so hard to make them look smooth. Okay. We should probably head off soonish, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. Okay, thanks. Thanks
since
very
we
much.
have a lot to do in terms of getting all this stuff printed.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us this morning, and hope you've enjoyed us frantically trying to pull shit together.
Yeah. We'll take pictures and stuff when the prints come, so you guys can see how they all look.
Yeah.
And I will continue doing a million things, and so will Mike. We'll be back tomorrow, but no stream Friday this week because
that's right. Yeah.
We'll be flying to England for the convention, so we'll be out of town for the weekend. I think we're getting back Tuesday, so there'll be no Monday stream either. In other words, you guys will get a long weekend and won't need to wake up with us anymore.
Huh.
So enjoy your break from us.
Yeah.
Enjoy waking up at 7 in the morning and then being like, you know what? Nah.
You know what? Ah.
Exercise. It's Leeds. Leeds Thought Bubble Festival. Leeds.
Yeah. On Saturday and Sunday. Okay.
We are happy to hang out with anybody who comes by and says hello. Especially you guys.
Especially you. You.
Yeah, you.
And hopefully by the time we're back, our Mike will be here.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Is it where you live? And you're probably a bit busy too.
that isn't where he lives. Of all the places to go and not go.
Ah.
Okay. Ooh,
sorry, bless me. Alright guys, thank you very much. Everyone have a really, really cool day. Hey, have a cool day.
And may the rest
of it
be
filled. Adventure.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boy.